Can we please just take a moment to appreciate how fat my ass looks?
Sit down.
I'm sorry, I really had to do that.
Sit down.
It'll be alright. Alright.
Breaking news! We have discovered a new strand of Diva.
And it's contagious!
Now, we have reports that this Diva strand is called
nothing other than the Divo strand. Dun, dun.
We're so dumb.
Girl, we're so silly, Billy.
Anyway,
So how's your cuntlicious week been, Diva?
we're not done yet. We got shit to do. Nah, it's been really good. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Wait, what? I was like, girl, have I missed something that we agreed to say on? I was like, what?
Nah. No, so, you know, as we always do, we're going to start out with our Diva moments of the week. Do you want to go first?
Do I want to go first?
Hey, girl.
You know what? Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Make it quick and easy.
Quick. I hope it's not quick and easy.
It never is with you.
Hey, ain't that the truth?
Go.
Okay, so this week I had to up my heart medication. As we know, I have been diagnosed, and alas, so I had to up my heart medication to 1 pill a day rather than half a tablet a day. And I fear my entire perception of the world has shifted, and it feels literally nuts a con, and it literally is driving me up the wall because, wait, I'm trying to make it. Hold on. This is my Diva moment. I'll get there. Essentially, because my heart rate's like going so slow, it's like changing the way I'm thinking.
Claude.
Because I feel like now that my heart's not racing all the time, my nervous system is, for the first time in my life, properly starting to relax.
Now that's Diva.
So I've been more at ease and calm on a physical sense, not on a mental.
You know what that is? That's inspiring.
Oh, clock it. Thank you. I am so inspiring. So if you feel like something's wrong, sister, you should get diagnosed.
Diva, go to a doctor.
Get that shit
We
checked
have said
out,
from the
sister.
get-go that a Diva goes to the doctor.
Spread it open and get them
DDs.
to flick the bean. Just get them to check if you're clean,
That
queen.
seems crazy. Anyway.
I really came up with that on the spot. Anyway, so essentially, because my nervous system's been at ease, I haven't been having any anxiety anymore, and I've come to realize that maybe I was having a base level anxiety for years and years and years and years that may have been dictating all of my decisions I was ever making.
And that's his Diva moment of the week.
Because, okay, now the weirdest thing is because it's not like a high level anxiety where you feel anxious or you have an anxiety attack.
Okay.
It's like maybe a constant state of almost being wired. On edge a little bit.
Yeah, I hear.
Like system in a little bit of a panicky mode without even knowing because it was so normal. And so now that that's subsided, everything I'm like processing is so much like more cleaner and calm, and it's just so much more like easy to just make decisions, recognize what I need, and give myself what I deserve. And also just stand by how I feel, because for the first time ever, my body doesn't freak out when I think anything, so I'm not questioning everything going, well, this doesn't feel right, because it does feel right, and I can tell it feels right. So you know what, I'm gonna get someone to make me feel right. Ow! Essentially, my Diva moment of the week is that I want to be spread open and turned around like a rotisserie chicken between the two hot men at my new job.
I can't believe you just said that.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Turn it back. It's literally any hot man that walks past me at this point.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Hey.
That brings him to the conclusion of his Diva moment.
Yeah, look, the Diva moment of the week
Press
is
1 if you want it to repeated. Press 2 if you want to move on to Brox.
2.
Ding! Okay! So, my Diva moment of the week is kind of similar.
Okay, I'm pressing 1 again. I'm joking. Go on.
My Diva moment of the week is kind of similar, actually. So I spent a lot of time last night because I haven't been working this week because I took it off accidentally for reasons that I cannot describe.
Reasons you cannot disclose.
And basically, I didn't mean to take it off, but then the shifts were not mine anyway. So whoopsies. That's what I get for working in casual.
Your replaceable sister.
So yesterday I had a shift, and came home after the shift. I got the shift because I took someone's shift. Anyway, got the
You
shift.
robbed them.
Came home. I did not rob them. They gave it to me.
Sure they did.
Charity work.
Charity work.
Anyway, shut up.
That's what we're calling it now.
Oh dear.
Actually, no, that's quite accurate. Sorry, keep going. Sorry.
What? Last time I did that, my tongue died. We'll get it. That's crazy. I want to interconnect the clip there.
Interconnect it, yes.
So I came home and then, I was reading. I decided it was time to go through my notes again because every time that I'm feeling a little bit I go through my notes to see,
Me too.
if I can delete anything. Organization, things.
Can I? After you finish, I have another Diva moment. I'm sorry.
No, we only get one.
No, it's a true Diva moment.
Oh, okay, I'm excited to hear it. So, I was going through it, seeing it, blah, blah, blah. Go back to like 2020, 21, 22, 2022. And it's just like, I realize how much I've grown. Like,
You've grown so much.
I've literally, like, I'm a diva now.
You're a fucking diva now. I mean, you and I both, baby. The last year and a half, crazy work.
Crazy work. Or at least we're learning how to become divas, and I feel like I'm there, getting there.
Oh, absolutely.
So I was like reading through it. I was like, damn. If the Brock from then could see me now, he would not know what hit him. Mm-mm. Like literally, there was parts that writing there that like, I was like, I'm never gonna find love. I have to move on and just focus on my acting career.
No, because like that's so real. Me too. Me literally mid last year giving into the fact that I'll be alone forever.
Well, look at me now. Well,
yeah, look at Brock now.
Anyway, what's your second diva moment of the week?
That is very divalicious though. Like honestly, it was actually very nice to see you reading all of them. Like, so it was very kind. Because, now you're such a powerhouse and everyone in the past is nothing more than the dirt we find at the bottom of our shoe stuck to the gum. Sorry, oh my god, wow. Well, sorry. Factual, actual. Okay, anyway, so my second diva moment of the week is, so when I was out last night, I was singing with this girl who's like, probably a viewer of the podcast at this point. Shout out to you, Jade. Hey, Queeniana.
Shout out.
Who's my friend Kaylin, who's my friend.
Shout out, Safe Part 2.
Shout out Kaylin. I was at the gig and I love chatting with her. She's an absolute fucking icon. Absolute queen. And we were singing and we were talking about all our little like projects and whatnot we're doing over the last couple of weeks. And obviously we were going over the podcast again because we go over it every time I see her. It's like really, really cute. Mm-hmm. And anyway, we're like talking about how, sometimes as perfectionists, we can be our own worst enemies and get in the way of ourselves because we constantly want everything to be perfect from the get-go, and then and then it can be quite crippling to either need it to be perfect or also to be comfortable letting things be viewed that we don't know if they're perfect or not. And I've always known I've been a perfectionist. I've been a perfectionist my whole life. Childhood trauma type things. But anyway, I also think it's an excellent quality to have, that you want things to be great. It is what it is. But one of my biggest lessons has been to try and like overcome the fact that I can also, whilst wanting to be perfect in my work that I do, allow things to become perfect over time and give space and grace to myself to have those developing periods. Anyway, so then she's like asking me questions about how I'm allowing myself to do that. And I was like, now this is really iconic because we've been watching Pose and we watched all of the divas, do crazy things in order to win the balls because, as they fucking should, the House of Abundance and the House of Evangelista. Do crazy things. And so then I say to her, I was like, I heard this really interesting quote last week where it was like, we cannot afford the luxury of shame. And I stole it verbatim off Electra. And I said that to her. I was like, I just have been living by this quote that I heard the other day. That's
so unhealthy.
It's literally Pose.
It's literally so unhealthy.
What?
That whole quote is so unhealthy.
We can't afford the luxury of shame? You think that's unhealthy?
100%.
Really? I think that's an incredible quote.
Oh, I think it's an incredible quote of the time.
No, I think it's still now. I think we can't.
Why not?
Because we haven't made it yet.
Yeah, but...
No, we were talking through the guise of wanting to be like...
I'm going to clock myself real quick and backtrack a little bit. In the context of what I thought we were talking about just then, I thought you meant, like, in order... Like, you have to have confidence even if there is shame in it. That's kind of thought where I thought was going. But
see, I always took that thought on that quote as like, well, we don't have the luxuries that can afford us the need to be shamed because we're not at a level yet where that's required. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think I just don't resonate with the quote. Maybe that's...
See, in my mind, I'm kind of like, that's very freeing because I was kind of like, you know what? I don't need to... Because the concept of shame could be quite crippling.
I don't subscribe to that.
Neither do I.
And I don't think I will ever subscribe to that, to be honest.
Wait, which part?
Shame.
Feeling shame?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what that quote
means.
means.
And that's why I backtracked.
It means
we're on the same page.
Yeah. That quote, that's literally...
That's why I said I'm going to clock myself.
I don't need to subscribe to the belief of fame because I don't even have the luxury of it yet.
Mm-hmm. And even if
I do have the luxury of it, you don't need it.
If I was famous, I wouldn't feel shame.
No, because why would you need to?
Clog it.
Exactly.
Anyway,
I just felt really cunt saying that. I was like, that's very Divalicious.
Divalicious.
Anyway, I felt really pussy saying that. I was like, yes, get into it. I'm full of quotes. Autobiography. So Divas, moving on from the Diva moment of the week because we didn't need to linger there that long.
No, we definitely didn't. I feel like Anyway,
probably even cut it down
a little bit
at the edges.
We definitely are gonna bring it back to last week. If you remember from last week, we were talking about the internalized versions of Diva and the factors of
qualities that entails.
Yes, I was getting there.
I know you were. I was just adding to it.
Yes. Energy.
What?
Energy.
What about energy?
I feel...
Sorry.
No, don't. It's not you. Oh my god. Don't apologize.
What?
Okay. Anyway. So, at the end of last week, we described that not at the end of last week, during last week, we actually discovered that there is a word that we didn't know existed.
And frankly, we don't really know what it fucking means quite yet.
Not yet, but I'm sure we will.
But you can get the gist, girl. You can grab the balls and the cock still comes.
This word is...
It's Divo, bitch.
Yeah.
Divo. What do you know about that hoe?
If you know what Divo means, I'm actually kind of impressed.
I'm actually kind of gagged. Comment down below. You know who would know what that means?
Who?
Reed. Shout out my brother.
Do you actually think he would?
Yeah, because I literally told him about Diva the other day. I was like, we were doing a definition because when we first did the first episode, I was telling him about it. And he's like, you didn't know where Diva came from? It's the Roman word for goddess, and the Roman god name for man is Divo or something like that. He literally said that, and I just kind of ignored it.
Well, you clearly didn't ignore it because you remember.
No, that's kind of true, isn't that?
Isn't it?
I didn't process what he said.
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
All right. So we are gonna start. We're gonna do some research. We are gonna figure out what is a Divo, and compare that to a Diva.
I'm quite curious, aren't I? Wouldn't you like to know? I really want to know, Brock.
You really want to know?
Bropples.
Ew.
What's your Bropples telling you it means?
Stop.
Can you tell me what you think it might
Why
mean?
would you take that away from Vice?
I don't. We share it.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to introduce that when Vice comes on.
Did I? I think I've said it many episodes.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know. What is a... What is a Divo?
What do you think a Divo is? Before you search it up, what do you think?
Well,
based off our little understanding from last week.
I mean, I'm just putting it in. Don't stress.
You searched it. Crazy.
But I did.
Sorry. No, you're literally right. You didn't read it. Keep going.
I hate you.
I hate me too. Keep going.
No. Literally, well, I can't really have thoughts on it because you literally just described what your brother described it as. So I kind of just think it's that now.
I'm gonna be myself.
Like, is there any point in describing my own thoughts? I just think it is what a diva, but male version. As
A diva
although,
is a male version of a diva.
in my humble personal opinion, you know, my sex appeal meeting useless opinions.
Oh, period.
You're like, what the fuck?
I was like, "Yo, what now?" You spread it open and flick the bean for the audience.
We need to stop putting our tagline in for that issue.
Oh, we do too.
I can't believe that's our tagline. Anyway,
Can I? It
so-
feels interesting.
it feels good.
Okay.
So yeah, I just think it's like a male counterpart.
Counterpart.
I did not say
Counterpart.
counterpart of a diva. So whereas diva is clearly a feminine energy, divo will probably be masculine energy. So
Grab it by its balls.
I've actually searched this up. I didn't read it though, as Sam saw.
Clock it.
So a divo. No, that's the AI generated. I don't want to do that.
What do you know about AI generated?
Divo.
Have you seen the AI generated image of the apple covered in cum? Because I haven't, but I've seen all the artists online who have been repainting it, going, AI art doesn't deserve to have this.
What?
Sorry, keep going.
All right, so this is from a author who I don't know.
You don't know?
L.E. Modstill Jr., I think is his name. So theoretically, the word diva or divo are Italian for the most prominent singers. Not theoretically, we know that's the truth. Either female or male. Among professional classical singers, usually when those terms are applied to a singer, they're meant in a much more complimentary way. A form of shorthand. What? I don't know. Who may... While such divas or divos may be...
So keep going.
understanding, there's also a misconception that divos and divas only exist in the world of music. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Divo may refer to a historical diving platform in Tasmania, Divo.
That's so crazy. Bugatti Divo.
Bugatti Divo.
Defense Initiated Victim Outreach. Divo. Anyway. So, a divo is the masculine form of the Italian word diva, generally referring to a highly distinguished male singer. So it's literally just diva but male. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, that is really crazy because does that mean it ended in the Italian opera and didn't ever expand out of it like Diva did?
That's literally what I'm just about to search up.
Because if that's the case, can we then bring it into the modern day?
Why not?
Why not?
Why the fuck not?
Why can we? I think we should make him. I think we should do that. Do that.
Do the most.
So then, if a diva is the most excellent female singer in the whole sphere,
Yep.
and everyone's living for her, and she gets known as a public deity because of her ability to do that.
That's the history of diva.
That's
yes.
the history of it, and then that gets brought into the modern day, and it becomes for a while like the best of the best, and then it goes back into cockiness almost.
Yeah. So it becomes, like we said in the first episode.
Is there a type of man that has been viewed as...
I think the name got
Negative.
changed. I don't think it stayed as Divo.
No, I know it hasn't, but like, oh, okay, what? Yeah, cool.
Like I can't. Can you think of a man that was berated by the press that wasn't queer? A moment of silence.
Not this room looks empty. There ain't no one in here.
A diva-
No such man's ever been put through such ridicule publicly like that.
Thank you. That wasn't queer. The amount of ridicule that Freddie Mercury went
Did
through.
he?
When he put on that dress for that music video.
Clock it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I think I can't believe I'm about to, you know what? No, this is it. I feel like there's something so systemic about the negativity that was acquainted to Diva.
Which is probably why it's still a word around today.
Yeah.
That's probably why we never grew out of it.
Systemic retribution, reclamation.
Like, you know, obviously, Divo got taken over because it was considered a distinguished thing. It got taken over by other words. King of rock, king of pop. Like, the best of the best.
I mean, there were words for that, though, for excellent female artists, too.
Yeah, but... So why is Divo not a thing anymore, and why is Diva still a thing?
Because it's Italian.
Because Diva... They're both Italian. That doesn't make sense.
You know, that's a really good question.
Exactly. So, it says here... Take this with a grain of salt because this is Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is a lot more faithful than people give it credit for.
Yeah, but I still have to say that. So, during the 1900s, with between
words with Divo in it, divorcement.
Divo. So.
Divorce, babe, divorce.
When it comes to Divo, it says here that... one second.
It's so interesting because on the actual, like, definition side of diva, its literal synonyms are goddess, prima donna, like, all those types of, like, positive words that... denote excellence and high priestess, and these are like
prima donna wasn't known as a success back in the 1990s, wasn't it?
Was it? Wait, was that the other word that got like kind of demonized?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a little prima donna.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the world hated women.
Girl, you're just finding this out now.
No, I'm not. I was being there, done that, but it's like crazy. There is so much hate in this world. Christ almighty. Who let men do that? Put them down.
Okay, wait. I'm going to go to Google Translate and see what diva comes up in.
Come.
So, it says... Sorry, I found another website. So, in this other website, it says that Divo got replaced with words that were positive for men, such as... you know, king of prop, king of whatnot. So that's why it faded away, because they never lost that stature of success or popularity, I guess is a better way of putting it. And whereas diva got transformed into a word of hate. Of, oh, you're not a good person. Of, blah, blah, blah. So that's the difference there. And that clearly makes sense then. So really, a Divo is just a diva with masculine energy.
Is it?
How do we bring that into our present though?
See, I think it's really interesting because I feel like because of like all the like history of like systemic abuse that diva is attached to, gives it the kind of like level of sass and power it has. So, does Divo have? No, Divo is different. Obviously. I don't really know what's happening. I do.
Are we Divos or are we divas?
Now that's the reality, because I was just looking at this one and they were like, someone who's like a Divo, for an example, is like Elton John. Which then I look at that and I go, that's because
I can see that.
It's giving fabulous, it's giving loud, it's giving vibrant, it's giving artistic, but like...
He still maintains his masculine energy?
Yeah. But like that to me doesn't carry the same level of kind of the nerve and empowerment that Diva does.
So I guess the real question that we're trying to answer this episode is, are we going to bring Divo into the Hall of Divas per se?
I think first we must look into what who Divos would be. Like,
Okay, let's search it up.
who are some Divos?
Let's see
Because-
who the first Divo was. First. It's just a lot of divorce websites coming up.
Divorce, babe. Divorce. Can we bring Adele on with her Jamaican like outfit on?
Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to bring Divo into our universe.
Why?
There is no single first male diva, because the term diva, traditionally referred to a female singer, and its male equivalent Divo, never gained widespread use in the same way. So while early operatic tenors were considered prominent figures, the modern concept of a flamboyant, demanding male, diva, emerged much later. So a divo still had flamboyant energy.
Did it?
That's what it's saying.
Is it?
Yes. So the modern concept of flamboyant, demanding male.
But that's a diva.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they considered divos back then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was literally just, the difference was it was a male.
So, like, literally, the exact definition we have for...
Diva, we can apply to Divo if we want to bring it to a modern stance. It's just the gender.
And you know what? I think that is actually kind of useful in the sense that there are some of the guys we go like, these are divas, but then you like stop for a second and you go, but are they really divas?
The divas.
How diva are they? Because
So-
I'm missing that little je ne sais quoi that makes you a diva. And you know what? If you're missing that little bit of thing,
That's the feminine.
you're gonna
bit.
be a divo. And I'm sorry, that's second best,
Oh,
you know,
dear.
girl. But that is what it is.
So
It's like we can. It's oh my god.
Elton John.
Oh my
Prince.
god. Diva is to Divo is what fish is to brick.
Oh, Jesus. Joy.
Oh my god, the fishy queens and the brick queens.
Divo.
And the diva and the divos.
Divo goes even further back
God,
than
that's-
diva. Back to the Roman Empire.
Okay, brick. Okay, Divo. Ooh, why do I want to do that now?
Well, I'm on this website and someone commented on this website. Well, Beyonce said that a diva is a female version of a hustler. So using some deductive reasoning, then a hustler is the male version of a diva.
Is hustler the modern day word for Divo?
Yeah. Is it? Oh my god. Thoughts, feelings, opinions, comments. Some examples: Michael Jackson, Justin Bieber.
Michael Jackson, yes.
Freddie Mercury.
See, I think Freddie Mercury's teetering on the lines of diviness.
I would agree. So I guess our biggest question then is, how do we differentiate? If we're not just going to be like, oh, male, female, because obviously people exist outside of those ramifications.
Maybe we can use a cunt scale of like how femi cunt they are in comparison to how butch brick they
that
are.
feels too generalized. That feels like we're just be all end all. There's no research behind it.
Well, I'm sorry, I want to be judgmental and biased.
Okay. So, if we're gonna do this, let's do it right.
Obviously. We can't do wrong.
So, if we go back to our external list of what makes a diva: inspiring, self-confidence / authenticity, passion, excellence, edge. What's the fifth one? Inspiring? No, I said inspiring.
What was that?
Well, not like Sam was any help. He didn't even get one.
My brain just shut off as I opened my mouth.
Bro,
Christ.
you're yawning. Oh, I don't give a fuck energy.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not tired. It's just my parts.
Do you think any of those apply to a Divo?
I think authenticity and passion would. And
Okay.
I don't think the other three necessarily would.
I think inspiring might.
Yeah, inspiring would.
I
Actually, yeah, I'm just being a bitch with that.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe they would have I don't give a fuck energy. Because they kind of just don't care what other people think. They just do them.
So would it be
But
edge?
also, that's kind of like...
Or is it more of an internal thing? Like, does it
I
go
think they
into
would
our...
have to have edge because most male divos kind of have to step outside of the box, whereas some divas are already safe to exist within that box.
Look, if we go off the research, if we go off what we just researched, it's literally just a male version of a diva. So the real question is, if we want to bring that into our world, if we want to bring this into our research, are we going to accept the fact of anyone who considers themselves a male to be a divo? Or do we just go with what the world has done and expel the word from existence and just never bring it up again?
No, because then we would have to rebrand to OK Divo.
Look, these are good episodes because this shows us that words can change and words do change.
Well, maybe diva can be used for queer people.
So are we going to stick to Divo being used for just straight males? So instead of gender, it goes to sexuality.
And gender. Both of those things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But then are we prepared to expel all straight... You know what? Can a cishet man really be a diva?
Harry Styles?
The queer beta themselves. That's a divo. That's a divo down because he does not have the energy of a diva.
That's correct.
Yeah. You know what? I stand by that. He does not... And I love Harry.
So the rule... I guess that brings me to my next point is... Why did Divas stick around in the mainstream culture?
Because it became a weapon.
Yeah.
Because to put them down, they used it, and then
what other words were given to describe males then?
Were
Greatest
they?
of all time.
Wait,
Goat.
no, because like say in like the 60s and 70s, when
What, like Elvis? Like Elvis times, or are we thinking like Beach Boys?
I'm thinking
Beatles?
like I'm also thinking mostly in like the Hollywood scene as well, like not
Like
just
actors,
the music,
yeah.
like across the board celebrity wise.
I instantly got a music, and I don't know why that is. Probably because I love music.
Like if there were, that's when you start to see diva being used in like a lot of tabloids and whatnot, right? Is there a specific word for men that were used around that time for like
this website? Sorry, I'm sorry to cut you off. Are you finishing that thought? Okay. This website, sorry, I didn't think.
No, have the floor, Diva.
The website that I'm looking at now said that the reason Divo faded was because masculine stars were given other archetypes: rock god, king, superstar, icon. So
yeah, very Western.
the industry didn't want men to be seen as difficult. That label was feminized. So Divo would have been too close to diva, and it would have been weaponized. It either would have been weaponized for men, or it would have...
How crazy
everyone would have seen that diva was actually not as bad as what everyone was saying it was meant to.
Once again, men
So Madonna,
creating the system.
Diva.
Once again,
Elvis,
men creating the system that
King.
makes them fail.
Exactly. Wow.
They turned a word that was meant to be good bad against women so that then they couldn't even use the word that was meant to be good for them anymore.
It's saying that gay men adopted diva as aspirational, channeling feminine powers, rebellion, and survival, but they never carried divo because it never carried that glamour.
Well, it didn't!
So it never got picked up.
Well, it didn't. Did it ever have that kind of glamour, even in the...
I mean, it probably did back in like the classical era where classical music was all to exist. Could you imagine going to the club and listening to classical music?
This is so fuck ass.
What?
We're us like resurrecting a dead term because it's loosely related to Diva. That is so Diva of us.
It is. So, are we gonna bring Divo back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Let's
because
put
I want to use it to...
let's put constraints on it then.
Yes, I want to use it only for cis het men who are actually difficult.
No, let's not. There's no... Two wrongs don't make a right.
It's retribution. It's karma. It's making up for lost
That is not
time.
taking the power back. That's just giving power meaning. It's completely different. I don't think we need to give it that same energy. I think we're celebrating people on this podcast, not tearing people down.
There's a few people that could be torn down a notch or two that might deserve it.
Shut up. Okay, so I reckon our constraints should be...
Fine, I'll stop being a hateful monster.
Thank you.
Well then, I don't want to use it. Fuck them. No, I'm joking.
Alright, so a Divo has to be straight.
Do they? Because I was just saying that's to be hateful.
Oh, okay.
That's so hateful. Hey, sorry, heteronormative community.
Okay, so... should we just save Diva for queer people and then Divo can just be anyone who's straight?
Like male?
It's just anyone who's straight. No, that was hateful.
Even the girls lose the right to being a diva. No. If you want your diva card, you have to convert to lesbianism. Either you become a lesbian or you cannot. A diva does not touch cock.
No, a Diva does.
A diva does touch cock.
That's why they have to.
A diva mostly touch... Wait, actually...
Wait, okay. We're
It has
losing
nothing
track.
to do with such things.
So yeah, I definitely think a Diva... If are we... Okay,
Divas
let's
with
decide.
dicks.
Let's decide. Are we going to bring Divo back?
I don't know. Because right now it hasn't made a good case for itself.
I don't know if there's a point. You know, we're going through this whole episode. I'm having a great time, but like, is there a point?
Does there need to be a term where... Because, actually,
Do we need to divide more people into categories?
No. Well, no, I was thinking of it more because Diva, and almost like the whole reason we're going on this expedition, is because Diva is used as such a high regarded compliment now. So we're like, let's excel in that. So the question is, do men need another high regarding compliment?
Or can they just also be referred to as divas?
Or is there not another million words that can be used for them as well?
Yeah, but I'm sure we're going to talk about divas on this podcast. So maybe...
Okay, I think... No, hold on. I think we should use it. I think we should I feel like the parameters of her are so hard to define though, because it's so obvious what a diva is. But if we do come across some kind of like, you know, type of person who's almost diva, but like missing that certain like, not
but that
missing,
feels like...
I know, but like that's just defining, isn't it? Then that's just turning into a category to lump them in.
Yeah.
But like, what if we want to celebrate someone, but we're like, oh, they're like almost a diva, they're kind of a divo, like.
It sounds like you're just saying divno.
Divno.
Okay. I'm gonna list what I think we should do, and then I'll get your opinion. Personally, I think we shouldn't use it.
Shouldn't?
Yeah. I think not to be like this episode has no meaning. I don't.
The discovery of this episode is that Diva's way more important than Divo.
Exactly. That's exactly right. The question was, that was the question of this episode, is are we going to use Divo? Are we going to bring Divo back? And I don't think we should.
Why should we?
Why should we bring back something that's already celebrated when Diva had a moment of not being celebrated?
Exactly. Divo's been well and truly sterilized. Mama, that shit's dead.
So, you know what? Case closed.
Case closed. We don't need to use it. Why would we use it? Diva is so much more important.
Yeah, to us, to our community.
Exactly. There is only one type of person that can be a diva. There's no variation of it into some Divo external thing.
Just spent the entirety of August figuring that out. It's Divas. That's the truth.
That's the clocky tea.
Wow. I actually feel really happy about that.
Me too. Wait, it's just...
This was a Discovery episode, Divas.
This was so fuck ass.
No, this is good.
It is.
This is literally the whole point of podcasts.
No, clock it. So essentially a diva is just a female version of a hustler.
Yeah. Nah.
The diva is...
Which, you know what that sound means?
Case study time! That really kind of clocks. You singing it, I moan it.
Ew. So, because we've decided not to use the word diva, I think our case studies this week should just be male divas.
That's so rough because I've thought of a diva and I'm not male.
Why not? Change it. Save it for next week.
Didn't I already do a male diva?
No.
Oh. Didn't I say Tom Hardy was a diva?
Yeah, but that doesn't count. That wasn't a case study. You were just trying to show me his ass.
It's a nice ass.
So do Tom Hardy then.
No, I don't want to do Tom Hardy again. You know what? I'm not going to force myself to do anything. I have a diva of the week, and you know what? You can do a male because we're doing a divo, and it's a diva and divo episode. So I'll do the diva, and you do the divo.
We just decided I'm not using Divo. We can't just go back on what we just decided.
No, I know, but like spiritually a man. Divo. You don't get what I'm getting at.
No, not really.
It's okay. I barely get what I'm getting at half the time.
I
anyway.
know. It's the 15 personalities.
It's the
50, sorry.
exactly. Don't forget them.
We've grown.
Betsy Lou will kill you.
We just see her forehead grow a little bit more.
I created a new one today. Her name's Kathlena. Had a new accent for her too.
Jesus. Okay, go ahead. What's your diva of the week?
Well, my diva of the week is...
Scared.
Wait, why do I have to go first? Didn't I go first last week? No, you went first.
I've literally
last
gone
week.
first
Okay.
every week.
Okay, hold on. All right. Case study, bitch. Okay, I need to lock the fuck in for this. My diva of the week is none other than the eloquent, the opulent, the excellent Electra Abundance.
Called it.
Brock and I have been watching
That's
Pose.
so funny. My diva of the week is from Pose as well.
Yes! Oh! I just creamed.
Do you know who I'm going to
Yes,
say?
of course I know who you're going to do. And I'm really, really glad you're doing him.
He's
because
Diva.
I wanted you to do him.
Good. Go ahead.
And then, wait, I think we have to do a third one afterwards. That's a joint one, and I think you know who that is.
The main character?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Slay. I was like, wait, hold up. Go
Hold
on.
on. Okay. So, my diva of the week is Electra Abundance because...
Or should I do a real word person? Anyway, continue, sorry.
Because Electra Abundance is one of the most cunt people you will ever watch on television. If you haven't watched Pose, go fucking watch it. If you're a queer person who hasn't watched Pose,
What are you doing?
girl, I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
you homophobic?
What are you doing?
Do you hate yourself?
What are you doing?
The internalized homophobia is smelling through
What are you doing?
right now. I can see you, and I know you can watch me because you are watching me. Watch it! Okay. Electra is so... In the very first episode of Pose, she forces her entire house, mind you, this is in the 80s during the AIDS crisis when everyone hated queer people. She was like, we can't afford to walk this ball runway, and she wanted to win the category as Mother of the Year. So she walked her entire house, bitch. It was the royalty category. So they robbed the fucking Elizabethan costume department in the museum and walked as literal royalty and queen attire with literal jewels, crowns, and monarch Monarch T. Walking down that fucking runway, bitch. Every single episode, she serves, she gets money. She's an evil fucking cunt without a heart at the beginning, but she is excellent, bitch. And then by the end, she is
redeems.
a fully realized diva, full of love and power. She is the one of the only people I have ever seen.
She's the one and the two.
And she is always going to be there on your 3. And, bitch, there is not many characters in fiction that you can, like, watch them and you're like, the way they hold themselves, stand in their power, read a bitch to filth, clock
even in moments of like down,
yeah,
like, even in moments of like distress,
even in, she just stays so true to herself, and she is excellent in
good
that.
Case study.
And she bitch, she's so tall with the cheekbones. Wow,
that was a great case study.
I know,
I love that.
She expects nothing but excellence, and that's divalicious.
Which brings me to my case study, the ultimate standing on your power. Pray tell.
Pray tell. Why is Pray tell a diva?
So Pray tell is our MC of the balls. He is, that diva. He does not let things get to him. Well, he does, but he doesn't at the same time. I'm talking more about at the balls. Outside of the balls, he does have moments.
Girl, him stopping bitches.
He's strong.
Mm-hmm.
He's strong. He's going through things. In the show, he was just, spoiler if you haven't watched Pose, but he was diagnosed positive for HIV or AIDS. Which means in those times, if you got diagnosed, you're dead. And he just watched his boyfriend die as well.
Of HIV.
So he literally was watching his future of what was going to happen to him. And it's
self-fulfilling prophecy.
I'm not excited to watch the scene where he dies. It's going to happen. Anyway.
What are some diva moments that Pray Tell's done?
Well, from the get-go, category is what isn't diva for him.
Category is divas.
He set up a whole performance for everyone in the AIDS hospital, and where him and the other character Blanca was singing. That was lovely. He knows how to hold a bitch. Like, there's moments where there's people are going at him and he goes back. He goes back. He stands his ground. He does not give a fuck.
Not a single fuck is given.
And yeah, he's so iconic. He's so his iconic. Designs and he designs. He designs outfits.
Well, he designs
for the ball.
He designs, but does he design? Do we know if he designs?
Was it just a string of scenes?
Or is it just a series of shots? Making up a show.
Anyway. But that's Pray Tell.
I'm so obsessed with the moment where Candy walks out onto the balls, and every single time she looks busted, crunchy, and bricky, and she doesn't give the category whatsoever, and he just stops and kicks her out every time. Yeah. And it's like, girl, you do not qualify to be out here,
as
sister.
He should.
A bitch knows how to be a diva. Every girl in that show is a diva.
And who's our third case study? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Blanca! Evangelista.
So our third case study is Blanca.
She is the most fierce.
She is the mother
queen. She is the mother to end all mothers. Now I feel like she's such a perfect representation of when you were going through your very first initial 2 weeks ago, when you were sitting there writing, going, this is what I think a diva is, before we came to mutual terms. I feel like she is the most perfect representation of what you would consider
that is
diva.
Literally, and I mean, honestly, our definition is not that far off from.
No, they were.
It's a combination of what
they're very, very similar.
Which, just so the audience has a little reminder, let me just read it out for everyone again.
Blanca Evangelista has authenticity, bitch.
When she's sitting, so back in the
bitch.
80s, if you go watch that Queer History episode, you might get a taste of this. But back in the 80s, gay men were not fans of trans people.
No, they were severely transphobic,
which is not great.
Well, a big portion, obviously not all of them, because it was all of the gay men in the balls, but there was a big portion.
But outside of the balls,
white gay guys.
Anyway, so
Are we gagged?
Are we gagged? That is a good question.
Are we gagged?
That
What
is
was
a good
also... That is so crazy that they were gay and also racist
So yeah, so basically
and transphobic.
they would not let her drink at the gay bar because she was not one of them, which is so crazy. Like, gosh.
And then, yeah, she just keeps going back, even though they keep kicking her out and calling the cops on her and making it a big thing. And then she goes...
I wrote down the definition of a diva, right?
I hope you wrote down a definition of a diva. And essentially, all she does is care about her children and make sure every single one of them is set up for success. She uplifts them, she motivates them, she nurtures them, and she gives them harsh ass boundaries. And it is so sickening to watch her go from being part of this house where she was mistreated to knowing what she was capable, even without the means to do it, and going out and achieving it and becoming one of the most legendary house mothers of all time. Bitch, it is a gag. It is a gag and a half. She's just such an excellent example of how you can be a diva through being caring.
That's exactly it, right?
Like, there's like that difference, right, between just being regular caring and then having that diva side of it.
Diva.
What makes her divalicious to you, Diva?
Well, pretty much what I just said about the whole standing up for her community and not just her community, but herself. Like, and being inspiring and just putting people in the right path, because that's what I plan to do. Like, that's what I strive to do.
Spread success and excellence around everyone you touch.
Category is
touch. Category is spread it open and flick the diva.
And that brings us to the end of case studies. So, you know, I think what we learned today, Divas, was that we're not going to use Divo, and
essentially, fuck man,
straight man,
and white gays in the 80s.
Yeah, fucking clock.
And sexist men pigs who hate women.
We have decided that we're also... This is a quick little tidbit. We have also decided that we're actually going to start another YouTube channel. And we are going to do some movie reviews and like album reviews. And whatever else comes to our head, really. I feel like that's just going to be like...
Yeah, I'll, fuck around and find out.
Yeah, like maybe some vlogs, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like, a night out, we vlog.
Totally.
That'd be crazy. Guys, this is us in the beat.
Guys, I've met this random stranger. They have a really interesting story. It's me at 3 a.m. capping out of my mind in smokers. With the most dingiest psycho person you've ever gonna met.
So follow along on that if you want more content from us.
That's gonna be giving when Mistress Isabel books and fucking what's her face go into the clubs and stuff. That's gonna be you and me.
For real. And that brings us to next week. So
when we move on,
we are moving on. So this whole month has been what? As you know, what is a diva? What are the external factors? What is the internal factors? And what is a Divo? Which turns out Divo is nothing.
Nothing worth remembering.
So next month we are moving on to the category of who?
Diva.
I didn't know what category. Jesus.
Next month. Tune in for next month when we will be doing the category of who is a diva. And, well, not exactly that topic. Well, I thought it was why. I knew it wasn't who. That's why you gagged me.
We have to cut that out so it makes sense. Let's go back. So, join us next week when we make our next category.
The category for next month is why. Why be a diva?
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler to... I don't know.
Be complacent and
So
um,
why be a
common.
diva? We're asking the
to be
big why
common
question.
or to be diva.
If you have any why questions that you want us to answer in the next month, let us know in the comments.
This is going to be the month where we really lock down and embellish and figure out and just really lock into what is the point of even going ahead with being a diva.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? And through that discovery,
Frankly,
we will find reasoning.
we got it.
We got it, girl. We got this shit. You're going to find out why you want to be a diva. We're going to find out why we are going to be divas. And we already know.
Not
But,
divas.
huh?
This
Girl,
will
I'm sorry. What's
you better,
a diva?
You better enjoy it because this will literally be the last time we ever mention Divo.
This is so funny because I've already forgotten it.
Yeah, for real.
What's a diva?
All right. We love you, divas.
Huh? Div-ho. Bye-bye, bestie.
Welcome back to Okay Diva.
Diva. Wait, girl. Wait, again.
Okay. And welcome back
No,
to...
wait, hold on. And that brings us to the end
okay.
of... Let's do that.
And that brings us to the end of
this month of...
Okay.
And that brings us to the end of this month of Okay Diva! Okay, that is. Let's do that at the end of each month.
Yeah, but I meant it more because we said welcome to Okay Diva at the start.
I know you did. Well, Divo.
Pardon?
We said Okay Divo.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So that's why I was like, and that brings us back to welcome to Okay Diva because we're reintroducing it as Okay Diva. It still makes sense of what I want to do if we do it the way we just did it. Let's stop recording.
I'm gonna pee myself. We get into a fight at the end.
We're not even fighting.